Hello everyone, it's Julie Hedges here from the Tarot Journey, and welcome to the monthly empowerment message for the month of March 2019. The monthly empowerment message is something that I do in sacred space, and I work with my spiritual team and my allies, and I sit and really think about what are the lessons and blessings that will be manifesting and being brought forth for this month. And so I do this personal reading for myself. It's based on the tools of astrology, as I am an astrologer, and also the tarot, as I am a teacher of the tarot and author of the Tarot Journey Volume 1. And I host the Tarot Journey show monthly on Facebook, powered by BeLive TV and produced by Star Nations organization. So one thing I do is I sit with the astrological information and also the allies of the tarot, and I ask for what lessons and blessings and challenges are going to be presented for the month to help me understand. And so I've decided to put together this empowerment message for all of us to share in what is coming for this month of March. So I have already shuffled the cards. I've already worked with my spiritual team, and so we have that message upon us. So let's get started with the tarot. First card up, I really love this message. It is from the Six of Earth. Earth is that physical empowerment, abundance, reward, planting seeds, and watching them grow. And the six, I love the six. See, you can see the numeral 6 has that bulbous bottom, right? It is a vessel. It is a vessel of reception. And so that the 6 stands up toward the sky, but it has a bowl, a container to receive blessings from on high. And so the Six of Earth is about working hard, planting seeds, doing the work to receive the abundance, doing the work to receive the abundance. And so that's what this message is all about, doing the work to receive the abundance for the Six of Earth. The second message in the month of March from the point of view of tarot comes from the Queen of Air. The Queen of Air. And I love her companion here, the snowy owl, my favorite owl. The Queen of Air, she is smiling. She's the queen of insight, the queen of intuition, the queen of dreams, and the queen of smooth communication, high-level communication. And I love, she is accompanied by the snowy owl from the realms of the Arctic, the far north reaches, where it is not populated by very many people because it is so cold, because those regions are mostly inaccessible except to those most hardy of creatures. And so with the snowy owl is the messages from on high. The messages from on high. So pay attention this month. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention as you have these inklings that they are intuitive guidance that you can use to put in play in your life. But your dream time is going to be very, very important. And also watch for signs. Watch for signs from the realm of the birds, from the bird clan. And so that can include all birds, that songbirds, birds that visit your backyard, birds that are migratory birds, birds that are in your dream time. Yes, the Queen of Air. Messages from your dreams and messages from your dream time. Now this message from the tarot is very important for this month, as we have the month of March in like a lion and out like a lamb. So lot of energies shifting and in play. And so it's not surprising that intuitively this card came up. This card came up, and it is the Tower card. The Tower. And see how it is illuminated by that sunshine. It's brightened. And it looks like there are clouds in the background, just kind of framing that in an enlightened way. The Tower card is all about the aha moment. What you thought you knew, you now have a new way of understanding it. It's like, oh, wow, new information. What you now know, you cannot unknow. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing, how our teams bring that to us. Now, it could be that this new information kind of disrupts the way things have been going along, right? This new information might crumble the structure of the tower that you have operated in all of this time before. But when those walls come crumbling down, those bricks can be made into something new. Those bricks can be made into something new. But the Tower card is the aha moment. What you now know, you can't unknow. You can pretend, you can deny, you can forget, but you can never unknow it. But you can always use it to build a new structure, to build a new place to call your home. Yeah. So that is the monthly empowerment message from the tarot. Now, let's look at the stars. Let's look at what the stars and the planets are going to bring for us for the month of March. First, we get started with 3 big things. Boom, 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 all at the same time. Wow. A lot of energy just moving forth for us. And that's why it might be feeling like March is in like a lion. So first of all, we are going to get started with the new moon on March the 6th at 15 degrees of Pisces. Now, new moon is always the time of fresh beginnings. It is the time of planting seeds. It is the time of new intentions to bring forth, right? It's a cycle. It's a cycle. So all of the new things we're planting, just like we have the sun and the moon coming together in the sky for planting their own new seeds. The moon is your internal compass, and the sun is the overlighting principle. So the inside and the outside wisdom coming together to plant their seed for the month. And so we can also do that too. We can match the cycle of the universe and plant our own seeds. So that's what's happening here on March 6th at 15 degrees of Pisces. Pisces now, that is the watery realms of spirit. That's the place of pre-creation, where all possibilities are available in this grand cosmic ocean of love. Pisces is spirit. It's spirit before it is formed. You know, that Bible verse says that God knew you before you were knit together in your mother's womb. That's what Pisces is. How our dreams are before they are knit together. So all possibilities in this primordial cosmic soup of what if, or maybe this, or how about this? So, wow, can plant new seeds about our spiritual path, our spiritual heritage. Now, this new moon is supported by 2 major factors. One is Neptune. Neptune is the king of the watery realms. Everything I just said about Pisces, you can say that about Neptune too. So it is that spiritedness of pre-creative possibilities. And this new moon is also supported by the planet of Saturn. Saturn is the great teacher. Saturn is the one that makes things solid. Saturn puts the foundation together so that things can grow. So that's good, where we have our dreams and we have those pre-creative visions, those pre-creative inklings and stirrings within our spirit. Saturn can help us. He is in the sextile position, which means we're working together here to make things happen. That's what Saturn is in the sextile position. In astrology, with that aspect, sextile means let's work together. And so Saturn is working together to make a good foundation for our spiritual initiatives that we are putting together in the new moon. Good stuff. Good stuff. What's also happening at this same time, and you've probably already felt it, is Mercury, the great messenger, the planet of thought and communication, is going retrograde in the sign of Pisces, in the place of that pre-creative vision and dreams, and at one mint with spirit and our divine source. And so when Mercury is in retrograde, all of the RE words apply. So revise, refine, refocus, retool, reorganize, recommit. So in this 3-week time frame from March the 6th through March the 28th, it is about all of those things, reweaving our spiritual understanding, the way we practice and communicate our spiritual craft. Now, you may have already been feeling it, because what happens with Mercury is that he goes retrograde 4 times a year for about 3 weeks, but there's also the time before and the time after that he is actually retrograde, and those are called the shadow periods. And at the shadow period, it means that Mercury is kind of slowing down, so that when he turns retrograde on March 6th, he turns, then he starts going back. It just appears that way in the sky. It's not actually that he's going backwards, it just appears that way to us. But he goes back all the way to March 28th. And he turns around and he starts going forward again. But just like when you slam on the brakes and then you change gears to go from forward to backward, or from backward to forward, to get going again, it takes a little bit. It takes a little bit to get back up to speed. And so that's what the other shadow period is. So as he slows down to turn around, and then we start rethinking and revising and refining and reorganizing and replanting. And then when he turns around, we are going to need to integrate those ways as we kind of move on through before he gets back up to speed. So he may have already been feeling like the way that you think about your spiritual practice, or the way you actually are modeling and demonstrating your spiritual practice in the world, or your spiritual understanding has undergone some changes. Now I'm going to bring back up the Tower card, because the Tower card is coming into play for this last piece that I want to talk about. Very powerful. Boom, boom, boom. We have a new moon. We have Mercury going retrograde. And now this is the big thing, the big thing that's going to reverberate for 7 years. We have Uranus, the planet of enlightenment and revolution and revelation, moving to a new house where he'll stay for 7 years. So imagine that you have packed up all of your things and you have a new space ready, and maybe you've been over there painting, and maybe you've been trying to think about how you're going to arrange things in this new space. But it's that time when you actually do the moving that all of these things come together. And they also kind of are a little wonky for a while, right? So we have the Tower card in play for Uranus moving into Taurus on March the 6th. Uranus is moving into a brand new space, the space of Taurus, the space of earth wisdom. And Taurus in our own lives corresponds with our sensory perceptions, sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch, how we experience the world tactilely, and how we experience them with our physical senses. So Uranus, the enlightener, the revolutionary, the revelator. We're probably going to get some new ways to experience our senses, our sensory perceptions on the earth plane. And so we may have felt those rumblings as he's packing up and he's getting ready to move. And on March 6th, he's going to move. So if you've ever moved from one space to another, and you know what it means to, you kind of go through your things, and you get rid of those things, and you maybe pack up some things, and you label the boxes like where you want things to go. But it's the time when you actually move that you have chaos and order at the same time. And it's just a lot of expended energy, and it takes a while for things to settle down in your new home. It's exciting because you're moving to a new space, but it's also exhausting because you think, now where did I put that serving spoon, and where are my sheets and my towels? Because I worked up a sweat moving from one place to another. I want to take a nice hot shower and crawl into bed and rest a little bit. So it's like, where did all these things go? Where are they moving? So it takes a while to settle in. And Taurus is the place of our senses, of our bodies, of being in the body. So very much expect aha moments, especially at the beginning, to really boom, 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 present themselves to you, of how your body is going to give you new wisdom. And in the longer time, see, Uranus is going to stay here for 7 years. 7 years in this house to really embody that house. And so Taurus is the place of earth. And so Uranus is going to give all of us time to really experience ahas and new understanding and revelations about living on the earth and being a part of the earth. Oh, let's take a deep breath on all of that. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot happening in March. And thank goodness the spring is coming. On March the 20th, spring is coming. But I think I'm going to stop the message there because that's a lot. That's a lot with the tarot message and also with the astrology. Oh. Now, if you would like your own personal empowerment message, a personal energy forecast for the month, you can get in touch with me. I will put that in the description. The link to the personal energy forecast that you can order from me. And it's a 15-minute video message based on your personal astrology and your human energy imprint, and also messages from the tarot. All of that together for you, designed just for you. And also you can get a copy of the Tarot Journey Volume 1 to begin your tarot journey or to deepen your own practice. And I have specials on my website. And if you order from my website, I will personalize the book and send it to you free shipping in the US. So you can get that free shipping in the US if you order it off of my website. And I hope you enjoyed the monthly empowerment message today. The cards I was using are from The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed, and I will have more information about that in the description. So thank you for joining me on the Tarot Journey, and you can always tune into the Tarot Journey show on my Facebook page the third Monday of every month. Thank you, and tarot blessings to you all.